It was a cool October night, Halloween being a few days away. There was a girl walking home from a friend's house. She walked past a house and heard a scream within the house, but she was hit and knocked out. Today on the news, reports of a missing person named Kara Rowland has been reported missing. My mind zoned out as they continued to speak. Call this number if you found or have any information of her. I knew her, but not so much. She was new here, but she was always on time no matter what. We had a project to do together. I knew she wouldn't disappear. Would she? She was acting strange for a few days, but would never talk about it at all when I asked. I walked outside to the cool air. Didn't bother me, though her disappearance did. I walked down the steps and approached an older house, my mind immediately in pain. Images flashed in my head. Blood, murder, pain, any bad thing you can think of. My hands fell on the gate in front of me. The metal echoed loudly. I pushed it open, despite the creaks and all, and the stories I've heard. I went in to find her. Hey, cat got your tongue? You're such a coward to believe she will protect you. I crawled into the yard of that house, hitting the gate. I saw another girl. She was similar to me, but had way darker brown eyes with very black hair. She took me inside to a chair, surprisingly much stronger than she seemed to be. The guys were throwing rocks at the house and yelling mean things. She walked outside and I saw from the window I was nearby. The guys ran away. Afraid? She returned with a first aid kit in hand. She tries her best to bandage me. She was careful, as if I were already shattered, and she was picking up the glass, as to not get cut. She cared for me since then, but she had been crying one day. Are you okay? She never responded, but her arms were bandaged, and she just curled up in a ball, shying away from me. Never knew why, and she never would say anything. She never said her name to me, but we were close, closer than we could ever imagine. I managed to walk to the wooden door, the planks creaking beneath my feet with almost every step on the porch. Shaking the doorknob, of course it was locked. Nobody has been to that house in years. I remembered the necklace given to me. It was a gift from the girl who lived here. It had a key. It ended up in a hole in an oak tree. So I managed to actually find a tree, surprisingly unchanged. It has been years since we've been there. At all. The tree was easy to climb. The key, not so easy to reach. Carefully trying to not get caught by anybody out, I found the hole with the key in it. I saw the dim shining of the key as I picked it up and climbed back down. The string was decayed, but stuck to the key no matter how much I tried to get it off. I climbed down and ran back to the house. It unlocked the door with little problem, but the creak of the door opening was very loud. I was surprised the neighbors didn't walk out or anything. The walls had wallpaper peeling off, as well as the floors had some holes in it, but held well together beneath my weight. I looked around and saw veils draped over the old furniture. The silence was very eerie to me, but I wanted to explore. No one's been here but newspapers about people disappearing or have been killed here. But why were they here? How did they get here? And are they true? This wasn't a place to have any mail delivered here at all. I decided to explore. I did bring a bag with me with some items in it. I pulled out a flashlight. Even though there is a bit of light shining from the kitchen, from the windows, it doesn't mean the whole house has light in all of the rooms. Some of them are way darker than others. I brushed past the covered furniture to the kitchen. Knives in the walls. How did they get there? What happened? The kitchen was trashed. The windows were broken. I left the house, not checking much, but before stepping foot outside, I heard something like a chair being dragged on the wooden floor above me. It was from upstairs. Every stair creaked, while my fear was slowly increasing, as if I'd find something bad. I reached upstairs, checking every room until I found a door with a heart, or rather a broken heart, painted on it. The paint looked new, but no one would just come in here to paint down a door and just leave. To my curiosity getting the best of me, I opened the door and see a chair with a person tied in it. It was Kyra. I saw she was gravely injured. She turned her head to look at me, fear in her eyes. Why was she afraid? As I started to let my mind wander why she was afraid of me, I managed to untie her from the chair and started treating her wounds. The door slammed shut and echoed. She raised on one of her hands and pointed her finger as if telling me who hurt her. I recognized her immediately, my old childhood friend. A drawing on the ground. Written in blood was a name. D.A.? That was her name? She never told me, but I could see why. She was covered in blood. The bandages on her arm looked old, but also cut open. So you still remembered me? She spoke, maybe amusement in her eyes. You're here to save her while you can't save yourself? Do you not know what you did? Even now, she is afraid. Afraid of you. I didn't understand, but Kara was afraid. But of me? I didn't harm her, did I? I wasn't real until you resisted the nature you were born to. I still didn't understand, but I was in pain when she touched me. I wasn't crawling, but they did call me names. I threw punches and found something shimmering in the grass. A knife. I took one down with the knife, swiftly being able to grab the handle in time before they had time to notice. The other two went back down. I took down the other one, leaving out only the leader as he ran in fear, watching his friends fall to the ground. But I threw the knife, and he fell. I smelled the blood in the air. It flashed to me, holding a messed up bear and fire in the house. It flashed to other gruesome things, but I felt pain. There was a knife in my stomach. Looking to see where Kara was, the chair was broken and flipped over, blood staining the wooden floor and the walls. Kara was dead, but D.A. had just smiled and said, "You freed me." You all should have said something. I didn't understand what she was doing, referring everyone as if they were only watching this. As if somebody was there, and nobody could sense it except her. Closing my eyes, blinded by darkness. If you really cared, I'm here. Let's have some fun. We'll meet again very, very soon. Bye. Or should I say hello? You only watched and did nothing, for you had more power than you realized. I will see you all again very soon.